Hello, so I'm in an Exploring Computer Science course. I've clicked the CNOW app and expanded the window. This will show you all of the assignments that are already in the course through CNOW. So there are some practice tests, there are end of module tests, and so on, quizzes. You can create a new assignment from here by clicking Create New Assignment, Create Assignment. You can decide whether that's homework or a test. I'm going to select test and click continue. Give it a test name, course pretest, continue. And then you can see that the test banks will be available here. The chapter quizzes, the module tests, practice tests, homework questions, whatever it may be. So if I want to add questions from the module tests, I can select and I can select which modules I want it to be from. So I'm going to say, I'm sure I can select all of these. If this is a pretest and I want to pull questions from all of them, I can do that. Click continue. These all selected. And update that. If I have these all selected, there's 125 questions total. I want to be able to look at all of these, right? 125 multiple choice, 125 true and false. If I don't want any true and false, I can just put 0 here. It won't pull any of those in. If I do want some, I can keep that there. But I'm going to say I don't want true and false. I'll click continue. The next screen will allow me to look at all of these questions, right? So I could pull in and say, what's this question? It will reveal itself down here. I can say, yep, this is a good question for my pretest. I can actually interact with this as a student would. I can click check my work. I'll be able to see the feedback that they get. And I can say, yep, this is a good question. Basically what I would do in here, I have this selected. I would just select it and click include. Now it's in my included questions. And I would be able to go through this and say, yes, okay, chapter 3, I want one of these questions from chapter 3. That's good. I'll include that. Oops, got to select it. Include. I want a question from chapter 5. What's this question? That's a good question. I'll select that. And once you've chosen all of the questions that you want for your pretest or your post-test, you can view all of them here. They would all be in what's included. Click continue. At this point, CNOW is going to ask you how you want this delivered to the students. So you can say, I only want them to be allowed to have 1 attempt or 10 attempts or unlimited attempts. If you want them to be in a timed environment, you can say, I only am going to give them 40 minutes to complete this. If you want them to have a password and enter that to take the assignment, you can put that in here. And then grading, what's the possible point value for this? I have 4 questions in mind, so it's automatically made it 4. If you want this to just be a practice test and it doesn't count as part of their grade book, you could select that. So there's tons of options here, right, on how, if you want the questions to shuffle for each student and each take, you can do that. There's a lot of great options. I'll say this is good. I'll create my test. And now once I've created a test, I believe I named it pretest. I can search for it. I can print this out and give a printed version. Or if I print from here, it'll also print the solution keys. If I want to print the assignment with the keys and have the copy for myself, I can do that. Now, this is not linked into the course. I just created it, so students can't access it. So what you would do to add something that you've created into the course, you would go back out to the main MindTap course page, click Add Create Activity, and this was created in CNOW. So I would click CNOW. And now I would be able to select that activity that I just created. I'm going to search for it. There it is. I'll select it. Click continue. Scroll down, continue. And now it opens this assignment here. Take this on the first day of class. I can add availability and due dates, and I can decide where it's placed in the course. Let's say that I want this to be right before part 1. That's where it's going to go right now. I'll add it. And now it's been added to my course.